Hello and welcome, yoga friends. My name is Taylor and I'm here with Cam today, and we are bringing you an hour of Power One. This is our set Power One sequence. So if you come into the studio once we're back open and ready to party, you'll see the familiarity throughout the sequence with maybe some different variations. Today I want to talk about this idea of being enough, and that we really always are enough when we're on our mats, off of our mats, but sometimes we let the ebbs and flows of our emotions, of our lives, kind of govern how we feel and how we're able to stand into our power. So I invite you to, whether you do feel big, bright, and shiny today, or you feel a little softer, a little more subtle, that you are still powerful, you are still enough, no matter where you're at. So we will begin today's practice in child's pose. Take your knees wide apart towards the edges of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch and reach your fingertips forward. Take time here to simply ground down and assess where you're at. As I mentioned, we are always enough. We always have this ability within us to push past discomfort, to shine, to be bright, but it's easy to let the self-doubt creep in. So whenever you start to feel your mind wander to those spaces as we practice today, I want you to come back to your breath. Our breath has this beautiful, magical ability to keep us in a meditative state. So let's find a big breath in through our nose, fill up all the way. Big open mouth sigh, let it go. Again, deep breath in. Feel your body expand with air. Open mouth sigh. Let's take one more like this. Rich breath in. Expansive breath out. Now seal your lips. Begin to come into your Ujjayi pranayama. This is our victorious breath, where we breathe in and out just through our nose while constricting the base of our throat slightly. It's almost like you're whispering or trying to fog up a mirror with your breath. This breath builds heat and power in our practice. If you ever need open mouth exhales to find a little less intensity, those are there for you too. Take a few more rounds here on your own. To slowly rock your forehead side to side. Bring some awakening back into your physical body. Inhale to tabletop. Shift forward, stack your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees. Just find some freeform movement here. This can look a lot of different ways. There's really no right or wrong. It's about finding this internal intuition of your body, of what feels good, of where you want to stretch. Let's take this movement here on our own for about 4 more rounds of breath. Once you've balanced yourself out, let's meet back in our neutral tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Soften your belly towards the earth, open your chest, lift your tailbone up. Exhale, cat. Tuck your chin in towards your heart space, scoop your belly in, dome your spine. Inhale, cow pose, soften and pull your heart towards the top of your mat. Exhale, cat, drive your hands down, squeeze up and in. One more round here, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat, squeeze and round. Good, inhale to neutral. Press into your left palm. Inhale your right arm up and open to the side of the room. Find a few rolls through your wrists here. Any other movements that feel nice. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right arm underneath you. Connect your right shoulder and ear to the earth. Maintain the stack of your hips over your knees. And you're welcome to keep your left hand where it is or stretch it forward, maybe half bind it. Another beautiful opportunity to explore and listen to where you're at today. Let your torso stay heavy for one more exhale. Melt towards the earth. Return your left hand beneath your left shoulder head. Press down and inhale, spiral open to the right, reach tall. Exhale your right hand to the earth through tabletop, and we'll switch sides. Inhale your left arm open, spiral from your mid belly up. Roll your wrist if you did so before. Good. Exhale, thread the needle, sweep your arm beneath you, connect your shoulder and ear to the earth. Match the same variation you took on the first side with your free arm. Melt your chest down. Feel the expansion through your spine, the length, and the stretch through the back of your heart. Stay here for your inhale. And exhale, guide your right hand beneath your shoulder. Press down and inhale, open up to the left. Exhale your left hand down. Last chance to wiggle in tabletop if you need a little something, something here. As you inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your hips up and back. If you want to keep the organic movement happening in your body, you can sway your hips, bend your knees, pedal through your feet. And surrender into stillness. Spread your fingers as wide as you can to find a deep grip to the earth. Then anchor your chest back to your thighs. Softly bend your knees to flare the underside of your booty up to the ceiling. This is where we get the juicy hamstring lengthening here. Good. Drive your heels down and hold for one more exhale breath. Inhale to your tiptoes, gaze forward. With control, tiptoe your way to ragdoll. Bring your toes behind your wrists, if not wider. Bend your knees a ton. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. As your torso cascades over your thighs, you're welcome to stay still or move and sway. Shake your head yes and no. Open and close your jaw. This pose is all about grounding and lengthening our back body. So feel free to intuitively move through that. See where you're at. Let's take one last breath in here. Exhale your hands to the earth. Toe heel your big toes together to touch. Leave a little space between your heels. With control, roll up one vertebral body at a time. Let your head stack above your shoulders last. Nice control, Tam. Inhale to mountain. Reach your arms outwards and up. Pause here. Squeeze your thighs together as you draw your tailbone down to create length in your low back. Lift tall through the crown of your head. Find one more breath in here. Grab your left wrist with your right fingertips. Exhale, sway to the right and hold. Press your hips left as you lift up and out of both of your side bodies towards the right side of your space. Inhale to mountain. Switch your grip at the top. Exhale, sway to the left. Press your hips right. Flare open through your right side body. Breathe into that space and hold for your exhale here. Inhale, rise up mountain. Separate your grip. Exhale, cactus back bend. Open your chest. Press your hips forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Re-extend tall. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge from your hips. Melt your way towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins or thighs. Get long through the crown of your head. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step back, and hold here. This is a foundational posture in our power practice, so let's break it up a little bit. Puff up through your shoulder blades. This is called protraction. Yes, really nice squeeze, Tam. This is what helps us to fire our belly and stay strong. Hug your tailbone down. Squeeze your thighs in lightly to support the shape. Inhale, shift forward just a bit. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly with control. Elbows graze your ribs on the way down. Beautiful. Pull your hands back by your low rib cage. Hug your elbow tips in. Flip the tops of your feet down and inhale for low cobra pose. Peel your chest and chin away from the earth. Maybe your hands float too. Good. Let's stay here for one more breath. Use the anchor of your feet to lift your ribs higher. Exhale, lower your chest and chin back down. Keep your hands where they are. Tuck your toes. Inhale through table or high plank. Use your belly either way. Gorgeous. Exhale, down dog. Take your hips up. Okay, friends, that is Sun A. We will flow 2 more times, breath to movement, picking up the pace just a bit. Cultivate your strong Ujjayi pranayama here. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel, walk step, maybe a little hop, toes touch. Inhale, half lift, get long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, ground and rise up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center, switch your grip. Exhale, side sway to the left. Inhale, rise mountain. Exhale, cactus back bend, a little bit bigger, open your chest. Inhale, rise up, re-extend. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, high plank and hold. Once again, pause here. Drive your ribs and your hips towards one another to compress your core. Imagine you could pull your toes towards your wrist creases without actually changing the shape of your body. It's that hug up and in. Really nice. Hold here for one more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. let's come down to our knees for a moment. I will have Tam demo chaturanga for us. We always break down chaturanga in Power 1 just so we have optimum alignment so we can stay safe. We've got a few ways that we can go about this. First, we'll show just classic chaturanga. Tam will set up from high plank. She'll find her nice puff. Then inhale, shift forward about an inch. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga, elbows by her ribs. Her core is tight, her spine is flat. Beautiful, Tam. Inhale, up dog. She'll flip her feet, pull her chest forward. She's hovering her thighs up off the mat. Exhale to downward facing dog. Use your core to pike your hips up and back. Gorgeous. All right, next layer is the same, but just with knees down to help with alignment and strengthen the upper body. Inhale, she will shift forward to high plank. She'll drop her knees after she shifts forward. Then exhale, bend her elbows the same way. Inhale, up dog, flip her feet, pull her chest forward, thighs come up. Exhale to downward facing dog. So very similar, just helps us again find that safe alignment in our shoulders. Last one is just to hold high plank through the entirety of our cue through chaturanga. So Tam will shift forward as she inhales. She will hold as I cue exhale chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Then we meet exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. So feel free to try on any of these variations or cobra like we did the first round. Listen to your body, right? You are enough no matter what your chaturanga or lack of chaturanga looks like today. Let's flow last time. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain, root through your feet, rise up. Grab your left wrist, exhale, sway to the right. Inhale to center, switch your grip. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise, mountain. Exhale, back bend, hips forward, heart open. Inhale, mountain, rise. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, find your flow, your way to down dog. Inhale, open up. Good, exhale, hips to the sky, really nice. All right, let's start to build into Sun B now. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, journey to the top of your mat, bring your toes together. Inhale, half lift, reset your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips low, reach your arms high, pause here, come back to your breath. Drive your body weight into your heels, maybe even float your toes up, then fan them back down once you've rooted. Beautiful. Squeeze your thighs together, hug your belly in to lengthen your low spine, plug your shoulders down. Stay for your inhale breath, find some lift. Exhale, forward fold, melt your torso towards the earth. Inhale, half lift, get long. Exhale, high to low plank. Step back, lower with control. Inhale, up dog, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up. Beautiful. Inhale your right leg high, 3-leg dog, and pause. Keep your hips level here. Spiral your right pinky toe down and kick through your right heel, get active. Take one more inhale breath. Exhale, lunge, step your right foot by your right thumb. Scissor your thighs together here for support. Lift your left heel high. Stay ground as you exhale. Inhale, high crescent, lift upwards and pause. Drive your right hip back as you press your left hip forward. Scoop your tailbone down and your core tight. Think mountain from the waist up, get long and extended. Beautiful. Inhale right here, lift up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, chaturanga, nataranga, cobra, anything in between. Down dog as you exhale your air, hips up. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Rotate your left hip point towards the floor. Kick through your left glute and hamstring for lift. One more breath in. Exhale, lunge, step by your left thumb with control. Pause for a moment, scissor your thighs up and in to find a balance and support. Inhale, high crescent, rise up with intention. Gorgeous, y'all. Appreciate the differences between right and left here. How can you adjust your right hip forward? Drive your tailbone to the earth. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, move through your flow. Breath to movement. Really nice. Exhale, down dog. Okay, that is Sun B. We will now flow Sun B, breath to movement, going a bit quicker. Again, find your powerful ujjayi to fuel you up as we move. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, journey to the top of your mat, your way there, toes together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, get low, reach high. Exhale, fold and compress, hinge from your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, flow of your choice, vinyasa through. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, lunge, step forward, use your core strength. Inhale, high crescent, rise up, press into your back foot. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga, go for it. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward, lunge. Inhale, high crescent, squeeze your thighs together as you lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, vinyasa, we meet down dog. Beautiful, exhale, hips high. Okay, now we're gonna build onto our sun B with a little extra spice, a little more flavor. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop to the top. Inhale, half lift, take up space. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose and pause. All right, we've been here before. We'll start to expand and build a little more. Squeeze your thighs together. Let's pause for one more inhale in this shape. Exhale, chair plane. Sweep your hands back behind you. Palms face the earth, pinkies hug in as if they could come to touch. Knit your shoulder blades together and expose your heart forward as you lean forward with a long torso. Looking awesome, Tam. Inhale, chair pose, arms up. Once more, chair plane, sweep. Good, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Again, find the autonomy in your practice, friends, to transition how your body is asking, but also find that strength. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, fan your hip open here for a little hip yawn. Now you're welcome to stay static or incorporate movement into your knee and ankle. Spiral your right shoulder down wherever you are, neutralize your upper body. One more breath out in movement or open hip, stillness. Straighten your leg as you inhale, square your hip. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl, shift forward, puff up your back. Really nice. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, lunge, step forward. Inhale, high crescent, rise up. Good, pause here for a moment. Press your left heel high like you're wearing a stiletto for support. Last breath in here, get some length. Exhale, airplane torso, shift forward, sweep your hands back. Similar to our chair plane shape, maintain the lunge, drive your right hip back, shift your right knee over your right ankle, peel your belly away from your front thigh. Really nice. One more exhale, hold here. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open and up to the left side of your mat. You're welcome to dance it out for a sec. First time with open hips in our practice, so it's nice to find some organic movement. Then settle in, stack your right knee over your right ankle and press it open to the right side of your space. Drive weight into both of your legs and feet evenly, shoulders away from your ears. Find one more inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, shift forward and tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Use the connection of your right arm to your right thigh to spiral your left rib cage and left hip open to the ceiling. That's the extension of our side we are after here. One more exhale, settle in. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep up and back. As best you can, recommit to the bend in your front knee. Your quad might be on fire, right? Just notice the thoughts. Are you still enough? The answer is yes. I'll give you a hint. Take a breath in here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor, step back, move through your flow. Exhale, down dog. Whew, all right, let's recalibrate for a moment. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, let some heat out. All right, let's take it to the left. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, open your hip, bend your knee. Pause for a moment, either static or rotate, find some gentle movements. This is a great stretch for our psoas, the front line of our left hip. Last breath out in this shape. Inhale, straighten your legs, square your hip. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl, puff up, squeeze your belly. Inhale, three-leg dog, send it high. Exhale, lunge, step forward. Inhale, high crescent and pause. Find your bearings first before we transition and build. Squeeze your booty cheeks together. Yeah, really nice. Inhale right here. Exhale, airplane torso, lean forward. I always like to imagine like you're peering over the edge of a cliff, right? Like you could get so light and buoyant on your back leg and expand through the crown of your head when one long line of energetic strength and extension. One more exhale breath, hold steadfast. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open, get big, wiggle it out, surf it out, a little shimmy shake. And settle in. Press into the pinky edges of both of your feet. Just light through your toes. And then squeeze your heels up and inwards as if they could come to touch without moving them. Reach your arms out from your trunk, your mid-body. Drive your shoulders down away from your ears. Stay for your inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward. Bring your left arm down, your right arm up. Press your left arm into your left thigh to isometrically fire those two muscle groups or upper and lower body together. Pause here as you breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay low, sweep high. Bring little to no weight in your back hand as you expand and reach as if you could brush your fingertips to the space behind you. Last inhale. Exhale, take it down to the earth. Find your vinyasa through to down dog. Good, exhale, hips up. Whew. All right, beautiful friends. This is a spicy sun B. We will link breath to movement now, just a little bit quicker. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, adventure to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips low, arms up. Exhale, chair plane, sweep your hands back. Let's do one more round of this. Inhale, chair, arms high. Exhale, chair plane, sweep. Inhale, chair, we change. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your flow. Step back, plank hold, cobra life, all of the above. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, straight knee to nose, curl and squeeze. One time. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, lunge, step with intention. Inhale, crescent, arms up, squeeze. Exhale, airplane torso, sweep your hands back. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open, get big. Exhale, extended side, right arm down, left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior, stay low, reach your right arm high. Exhale, take your hands to the floor, find your flow. Down dog is our destination. Exhale to lift your hips up. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in, puff up. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, lunge, step. Inhale, crescent, rise up. Exhale, airplane torso, lead with your heart. Inhale, warrior two, cartwheel to the right. Exhale, extended side, shift forward, long side bodies. Inhale, reverse warrior, high five the back wall, reach. Exhale, take your hands to the floor, do your thing, y'all. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Exhale, hips up, gorgeous. Inhale here, open mouth, exhale. All right, beautiful friends, we will flow the right and left side once more through breath to movement. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose, shift. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, step with control, lunge. Inhale, crescent, squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, crescent, airplane, hinge. Inhale, warrior two, spiral to the left. Exhale, extended side shift forward, left arm high. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm behind you, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor. Move with your breath, friends. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, curl tight, knee to nose. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, lunge, step. Inhale, crescent, arms up, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, airplane torso, lead with your collarbones. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, extended side, shifts. Inhale, reverse warrior, stay low, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down, high to low, plank or skip it or hold it. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's reset our breath here. Inhale through your nose. Lion's breath, exhale, stick out your tongue. Good, inhale through your nose. Tongue all the way out, exhale. Okay, last one, fill up. Make it ugly, tongue out. Good, come down to your knees. Pause for a moment, feel free to towel off, grab some water. Whoo. All right, Power Vinyasa party. Here we go. All right, it wouldn't really be any true power class without some extra core work dabbled in there. So we will begin in a boat pose setup. I'll have Tam break down the layers for us. So there's always somewhere to be here while working. And it just depends how spicy you want to make it, up to you. We start with our heels grounded and our hands behind the backs of our thighs, around the knees. Tam will puff up her chest here. She's doing an awesome job of keeping a long spine. Her core is already working to hold this shape, so she can stay right here or start to lean back slightly and lift her feet up. Forgot to mention, Tam has a little tailbone injury, so we'll see what happens, but don't worry, I'll tell you what to do. All right, you can stay here or hands come out by your sides, stay long. Next layer is straight legs, straight arms if you're like full tamale party, spicy life. Yeah, no thank you, right? We're here for 4 breaths. Inhale through your nose, open mouth, exhale. Again, inhale, big loud exhale. 2 more, deep breath in, big exhale. Hold this next one, full round, fill up. Stay for the breath out. Good, inhale, grab your knees around your feet, and then we'll roll down to our backs. We'll set up for bicycle crunches. Tam will start with her knees above her hips in reverse tabletop, then take her hands behind her head, elbows wide. She'll inhale, lift her torso, then exhale, twist opposite elbow to opposite knee, either side, then she'll extend her leg. Inhale through center, exhale, switch opposite elbow to opposite knee, kick your other leg. Keep going side to side. Exhale as you rotate, inhale through center. Flex or point your toes to stay active here, and stack your knees directly over your hips. Think about bringing your elbows to your knee rather than knee to elbows. Elbows nice and wide. You could stay here a little slower or go quicker, or straight legs for a little more spice, right? Tons of layers here, or even a static hold through center, right? Listen to what your body needs. You are perfect. You are magical no matter what is happening right now in this moment. Whew, all right, 15 seconds. Stick with me. Seal your low back flat. Fire up your belly. Hoo-wee. Here we go. Last count. It's 4. Just 3, final 2, and 1. Release. Whew. Either turn into a tiny ball or full body stretch. Whatever your body is asking for, do it. Find rich, deep inhales and exhales here. And hug your knees back into your chest if you extended long. Take some rock side to side, massage your mid and low back out. When you are ready, start to rock and roll forward and back a few times to gain a little momentum until we come up to a seat. All right, friends, it is time to break down crow pose. Again, we've got plenty of layers here. First is Malasana, frog squat. This is a great place to hang out, to take rest if you aren't feeling the playtime on your palms today. This is a really key posture to help us find the mobility and spaciousness in our hips, our hammies that we're after in crow. So like Tam is doing here, elbows to your inner thighs, hips down, heels in, toes out. Next is to plant your palms a couple feet in front of your toes and then pick your hips up. So this is kind of like a little crow pose setup position. You can just play around with getting familiar here, bringing your feet in, your knees towards your armpits or triceps. Then you come to your tiptoes. You could hold this or shift forward, bring your weight into your palms and fingertips. Maybe you just play with this shift back and forth between your feet and hands, get used to the transfer of weight, or hold forward and maybe pick up one set of toes, maybe the other set of toes, and eventually one day both sets of toes. Notice Tam has chaturanga arms here, right? We need our elbows above our wrists and our shoulders a little lower down to find this stack. She's doing an awesome job of puffing up through her upper back and squeezing her belly in. Hug your inner thighs together, thigh master life, you got it. Couple more breaths here, or yogi playtime, do whatever your heart desires. We've got about 45 seconds to a minute to play. And if playtime looks like Savasana, that's beautiful. If it looks like child's pose, even better. Right, this all-knowing that we are enough comes with being intuitive to listen to our bodies and what we need. Sometimes that's play, and sometimes it's rest. Both are powerful, both are important. Really nice. We will find a brief child's pose, just to let ourselves ground down a bit before we shake it up a little more. Observe the shifts in your physical body. Right? Maybe you feel more energized, more enlivened. Right? Maybe you're a little tired. Maybe you need to come back to your breath. Just observe and appreciate whatever sensations, thoughts, and feelings come up. That's why our mat is a beautiful place to explore and to witness ourselves. There's a lot of variety. and a lot of things happening. Stay here for one more full round of breath. And then we will begin to make our way through tabletop to downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna get into some twists, some detoxification here. And let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, sigh. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, adventure to the top of your mat. Bring your toes together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, pause. Exhale your hands to your heart center, drive them together. Inhale, lengthen forward from your hips, long spine. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh or between your knees if that feels a little more appropriate for you. Take a peek at your knees. Make sure your left knee is back in line with your right. This will also level your hips. Then sink your booty beneath your heart and spiral your chest towards your thumbs. Gorgeous, maybe shift your gaze. All right, beautiful friends. Stay right here for one more exhale breath. Inhale to chair pose. Stay low, reach your arms high. Listen carefully. Keep your right foot grounded. Exhale, crescent airplane. Step your left toes back. Sweep your hands behind you, lean forward. Inhale, high crescent, lift your torso. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, shift forward, get long. Exhale, revolved crescent to the right. Hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. Now you're always welcome to drop your back knee down here for a little more focus on twist rather than balance, or stay lifted, completely up to you. Scissor your thighs together, pull your right hip back and scoop your core up and in, away from your thigh energetically to create more depth for twist. Hold as you exhale. Good. Inhale to high crescent. Unwind and lift. Exhale, chair plane. Step your feet together, sweep your hands back. Really good. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Use your right elbow / tricep to hook and spiral open. Adjust your knees as needed and pull your hips down. We want our spine in one long line here from our tailbone all the way through the crown of our head. Knit your shoulder blades onto your back and press your palms together. Activate your chest. Hold here for your exhale, find your depth. Inhale, chair pose, unwind and lift. I know the burn is real, stick with it. Ground through your left foot. Exhale, crescent airplane, step your right toes back, arms behind you. Gorgeous, inhale, high crescent, arms up. Exhale, hands to your chest. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Same option to drop your back knees here if you did so before. Keep balance in your body, otherwise stay up. Press your right heel high to drive your right hip forward, level out your back. Continue to use your bind to create depth and twist. Hold and revolve as you exhale. Inhale, high crescent, unwind, squeeze your thighs for balance. Exhale, chair plane, feet together, hands back. Home stretch. Inhale, chair pose, arms up. Holy fold, forward fold. I was gonna say, holy fold, sweet holy fold. Here we go. Toe heel your feet out, wider than your hips or hips with distance. And grab your big toes for big toe pose. Create 2 little hooks with your peace fingers on the inner edges of your feet and use your hooks to pull your torso down. You're welcome to keep a deep bend in your knees or start to flirt with lifting your hips a little higher. But the goal is release, back body length here. 2 more breaths. Use your biceps, your strong arms to squeeze and melt towards your legs. Good, gently release your binds. Toe heel your feet in just slightly. Find a half lift as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, or step straight back to down dog. Always up to you. Okay, we're getting into the last little beefy flow of our class, my friends. It's gonna be good. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, lunge, step forward. Inhale, high crescent and pause. Keep your foundation strong right where it is. Then exhale, goalpost your arms into a cactus shape. Take 1 more breath in, lift tall through the crown of your head. Exhale, open crescent twist to the right. Spiral your heart from your belly button up to that direction. We're using our strong oblique muscles here. Scissor your thighs, keep your hips, stack your shoulders above your hips. 1 more exhale. Inhale, exalted crescent. Bring your right hand to your low back or to your left thigh and reach your left thumb up as if it could go behind you. This is a bit of a back bend, but please keep your belly still engaged to help support your low spine. Lunge deep. Let's find 1 more inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, warrior two, open mindfully. Ooh, good. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your right leg, lift your right hip tip up in space and lean back. Let's hold for a couple more breaths. Press into both feet here as you stretch. Last inhale. Gently bend your front knee. Exhale, extended side angle. Stay right here, or inhale to half moon pose. Shift your gaze down in front of your right toes, tiptoe in, and then launch up. Flex your left toes towards your nose or kneecap. Reach your left fingertips high as if someone was pulling you up towards the ceiling. You can always stay grounded with your hand to a block or the earth, or maybe float it. We have 2 more breaths here. Really nice. Stay for your exhale. Lightly step back with control. Inhale to star pose. Heels and toes out, little shimmy shake, little wiggle wiggle, let it feel good. You're a bright, beautiful, shiny star, and you are more than enough. Let's take a deep breath in here. Stretch as long as you can. Exhale, horse pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Sink your booty down low. Surf it out. It's nice to kind of get into it, see what the feels are, see what's happening. And then set yourself up. We'll start with just a static hold this first go round, just to really feel the appropriate burn. Pull your knees open and drive into the pinky edges of your feet. Sink your tailbone down and scoop your belly in. We love Beyonce, but not in this posture, right? Dumpy booty. Lift your torso high. Now let's add just a little pulse. Down and up through the hips. Squeeze your inner thighs, outer hips, little booty cheeks. You got it. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, star. Get big, get proud. Take your arms to a T. Turn your toes forward. Exhale, prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Melt your chest towards your thighs. Ground your hands beneath your shoulders. Now friends, you can stay right here with stacked joints, hips over your ankles, shoulders over your wrists, or start to explore. Maybe bring your hands a little closer to your feet. Maybe capture your ankles. Maybe shift side to side a little bit. We've got about 4 more breaths here. Where can you soften, right? Your jaw, your brows. Where can you strengthen? Lift your kneecaps up to activate your quads. A little pro tip, this will help lengthen your hamstrings. Best of all worlds. Stay for 1 more exhale. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Inhale, a little mini half lift. Exhale, pivot to the top of your mat. Lunge into pyramid pose. Step your left foot up and out wide. Feet wider will feel a little more manageable for the hips here rather than tightrope. We do want train tracks. Then micro bend your right knee or bend it deeply. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward and down. Nice. Deep breath in here, find some length. Exhale, bend your elbows, melt your torso towards your thigh. Let's do 2 more like this. Inhale, lengthen, puff up. Exhale, melt down. 1 more time. Inhale, press. Exhale, melt belly to thigh and hold 2 breaths like this. Compress your chin towards your chest, maybe nose or forehead towards your knee. Can you press evenly through both of your feet here? Good. Last breath out. Inhale, lengthen your torso, look forward. Exhale, forward fold top of your mat. Step your left foot next to your right. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain pose. Press your palms together at the top. Eagle on the left. Exhale your left arm underneath your right. You can bear hug here or full wrap at forearms and wrists. Sink low like you're in a chair, and then lift your left leg over your right. Cross as high as you can. You can kickstand your toe, float your toes, or wrap behind your right calf. Good, then sink your hips low, squeeze your thighs tightly, but elongate through your spine and lift your bound arms up. We want a flat back like you could sit against a wall. Looking real good, Tam. Compress and squeeze inward here for 2 more rounds of breath. This is the tourniquet posture. When we cut off circulation and we release, we get all this nutrient-rich blood to our whole body. Last exhale. Inhale, mountain, unwind with ease, palms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Second to last one of our practice. So make it spicy, make it cool. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's take a big, bright breath in. Let something go, exhale. All right, last little chunk of our flow, then we cool it down. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, lunge, step. Inhale, high crescent, rise up, hug your thighs together. Keep your lower body shape. Just goalpost your arms as you exhale. Inhale, lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, open twist to the left. Rotate from your core. What's up, Tam? Hug your shoulder blades together and down your back to help liberate your chest even more. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Rather than lean forward, squeeze it back. Good. Exhale right here. Inhale, exalted crescent. Bring your left hand to your back or your right hamstring. Take your right arm up and behind you. Rotate your chest and hips forward to the top of your mat. This will help with the back bend and lean with it. Support yourself with your core and back muscles. Last breath in, fill up. Exhale, warrior two. Mindfully open, seal your right foot flat. Woo! Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your left leg, reach your left arm high. Let's pause a couple extra breaths. Good, Tam's doing an epic job of keeping her hips level. Sometimes we do this like sassy little hip thing to one side. Yeah, we want level hips as best as we can. All right, one more breath in right here. Exhale, bend your front knee, extended side angle, shift forward, or inhale to half moon pose. Take flight. Take your right, or rather left hand out in front of your left foot. Flex your right toes, spiral your chest open. Stack your right hip on your left hip, right shoulder on your left shoulder. Open up. Stay strong. Couple breaths right here. And embrace the wobbles and wiggles, right? The imperfections of our practice is the meat and potatoes. That's like where we learn the most, how we grow the most. Last breath out. Gently bend your front knee, step back. Inhale, star pose, heels and toes out. Little shimmy shake. It's a power party, yes. Woo! Good, exhale to horse pose. Sink low, drive your tailbone down, pull your knees open and elevate your chest. All right, this time we're just gonna flow a couple times, or a few times rather, between star and horse. Inhale, star pose, reach, get big. Exhale, horse, hands, heart, sink down. Good breath, Tam. Inhale, star pose, reach. Exhale, horse, get low. Good, inhale, star, reach. Exhale, horse, hold it low. Balance challenge, maybe lift your heels up off the mat. One at a time, shift side to side, and then both, good. Now stay here, or maybe add a pulse, get crazy with it. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels down, inhale, star. Good, turn your toes forward. This time interlace your hands behind your back. Take an inhale to puff up your chest, send your fists down. Exhale, wide fold with a chest expansion. Melt your torso between your thighs. Let your fists fall away from your back body. Now friends, if this grip ever feels too much for your elbow joint, for your shoulder heads, you can always drop your hands down or micro bend your elbows more to find softness. Just a few more breaths here. Use your belly muscles to pull yourself into your fold, right? Strength and length, all wrapped up into one. Trust yourself. Shift your weight towards your toes just slightly. Beautiful. By way of your low back, release your hands to the ground. Separate. Good. Inhale, little mini half lift. Exhale, pivot to the top. We'll set up pyramid pose. Step your right foot forward and out. Seal your foot flat at about a 45-degree angle. Scoop your left hip back, right hip forward and down. Gorgeous. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, melt your belly towards your thigh. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt. 1 more to floss it out. Inhale, lift, expand. Exhale, melt and hold. 2 breaths. Enjoy the intensity of the stretch. Press into the pinky edges of both of your feet. Activate your inner thighs. Last breath out here. Inhale, little mini half lift. Look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet together. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain. Press your palms. Exhale, eagle on the right. Cross your right arm underneath your left. Bear hug or full wrap. Sink your hips low. This is really key for the wrap. Then lift your right leg up as high as you can over your left, like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Then kickstand, float it, or wrap it. Become the shortest version of yourself possible from the waist down, but the tallest from the waist up, right? How far can you grow and lift? Lift your bound arms high. Find a soft focus in your gaze. All right, 1 more full round. Stay and compress tightly as you exhale. Inhale, unwind, mountain pose. Unravel, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. The last one, savor it. Woo. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in, fill up. Open mouth, sigh, let it go. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee to your outer right wrist crease, right ankle towards your left wrist crease. Scoot your left knee back and drop it to the earth. Stay lifted for a moment. Gaze over your right shoulder. Help your left hip drive forward. Now friends, you can always stay right here or sleep your pigeon. Walk yourself forward and down. Connect your forehead to something, whether it be two fists, a block, or the earth. This just lets our body know it's time to start releasing and relaxing after the intensity, all of the most powerful parts of our practice. Continue to breathe here on your own. A lot of times the surrender aspect of our practice can be the most challenging. When the movement stops, our minds can begin to race. Be cautious, right? Are your thoughts going to places of what should have happened differently on your mat today, or where you think you should be in your practice? Can you remember how perfect you are? You already have everything you need and you are amazing. We have about 6 more rounds of breath here. You're welcome to stay right where you are, or if there's another way you'd like to stretch here, feel free to explore. Last round of breath. Begin to gently work your way back to your palms, ground down into your hands. Tuck your left toes, press up to down dog or 3-leg dog, or another way of counter stretching. We'll meet down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Take your left knee wide outside of your hip bone. Left ankle towards the top right corner of your mat. Scoot your right knee back. Lift your chest, gaze left. Level out your sacrum, the flat bone at your low spine. Stay up or sleep your way down. Get soft and buttery here. And witness if your body starts to create tension in other places. Our hips, for most of us, tend to be very tight areas of the body. So have your shoulders tensed up. Is your neck working? Can you melt in every aspect to create space through the entirety of yourself? Space for love, for acceptance, for witnessing your greatness on your mat. I'll give you space here to breathe and let you know when we have 6 more rounds of breath. We have reached the 6 breath mark. If you found a different variation on the first side, balance yourself out here. Last breath here. Begin to mindfully come back. Press your way up. Tuck your right toes, ground into your palms to lift your hips up and back. Down dog, three-leg dog. We meet last down dog of our class. We'll take one more lovely breath here. Fill up. Release it out. Good. Come through to a seat and lie all the way down onto your back. We will set up for bridge pose here. We just have one set today. Guide your heels in to stack beneath your knees. A nice way to measure this is to brush your middle fingertips against your heels. Then press your palms into the earth next to your hips. And as you inhale, lift your hips, your belly, and your heart space up towards your head and the sky. Guide your chin away from your chest. Shimmy your shoulder blades together underneath your back body for a little more elevation. Option to bind your hands here and interlace your fingers. Let's take 5 more rounds of breath. Drive down into your feet as you press your hips skyward and energetically send your shins forward. Good. Can you soften your jaw? Create spaciousness in your throat. Last round of breath in, get big, puff up your belly. And then slowly exhale, one vertebral body down at a time, like you're unwinding a pearl necklace onto your mat until your hips come down. Find fallen bridge for a moment, let your knees knock together, keep your feet apart. If you are craving more time to stay right here, you always can. Next up is happy baby pose, our reset for our back bend. Pull your knees into your chest. Grab for the backs of your knees, your calves, your ankles, maybe the inner or outer edges of your feet. The goal here is to have your low back completely compressed to the mat. So any bind to find that is great. And pull your knees towards your armpits and down, then kick your feet back up against your hands. If a rock sounds good, take it side to side. Maybe straddle your legs one at a time or both at the same time for some hamstring and inner thigh stretch. Couple breaths. Turn into a ball shape, bring your thighs and knees and shins to touch. Interlace your hands over your right shin beneath your knee and send your left leg long for half window moving pose. Inhale your right knee around your rib cage towards your armpit. Compress through your hip crease, through your internal organs. One more inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Shift your hips to the right as you guide your leg towards the left. Ground your shoulders to the earth. If you feel your shoulders lifting up, find a little more ease with it, right? There's no need to force or push anything. Let gravity do the work. Maybe turn your head to the right, twist your neck. 2 more rich, full rounds of breath here. This is an awesome detox. With every exhale, envision something you want to let go of. Begin to gently inhale your legs and your gaze back to center. Hug both of your knees in for a low back reset. And interlace your hands over your left shin for half window moving pose. Extend your right leg long. Squeeze your knee around your side body. Avoid your rib cage. Flex your muscles and toes. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your knee to the right. Bump your hips to the left to help them stack on top of one another. Let your head roll left if you did so on the first side. 2 more breaths right here. Into a tiny ball. Compress everything in, squeeze all of your muscles, scrunch up your face. Last breath in. Exhale, release, Savasana. Turn your toes open and wide. Let your palms face up to receive all of which you've cultivated through your practice. Yogis, this is the most important part. This is where we truly absorb the lessons of our practice, whether physical or internal. I want you to think about one thing that you love about yourself. I promise it's not conceited. Society tells us that, but we are allowed to appreciate ourselves and our gifts. And if all else, just tell yourself that you are enough in this moment, exactly as you are. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Just drift away and be here now, all at once. Friends, know that Savasana is a space that you are welcome to occupy longer, always. But if you are ready to come back, begin slow. First, just with your breath. Deepen your inhales and exhales. And bring your mind's eye to your fingers and toes. Invite small wiggles and movements into them. Brush your fingertips with your thumb pad. As you create bigger and larger movements, make your way to a full body stretch. Send your arms behind you and stretch, point through your toes, get big and expansive. Then bend your knees, roll to your favorite side. Use your arm as a pillow for your beautiful head. Supported fetal position reminds us that we always have the ability to start over again. And press your way up to a comfortable seat with your eyes closed and your hands at your heart. Intrinsic in your nature to shine bright. You are the light, the universe, and modest or thinking that we aren't enough. But it's not true. You are everything that you need and more. And I see that in you always. And don't worry, I'll continue to remind you. I love and appreciate every piece of you. Inhale your thumb to your third eye center. We bow forward in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you, Power One people. It's amazing to get to share this practice with you all in this way. We love you and we appreciate you, and we will catch you next time. And thank you, Sam, for being such an awesome body. We love y'all. Until we meet again. Namaste, friends.